What does it mean to have a planet debilitated in the Lagna chart and exalted in the Navamsha chart? Now this is a very tricky question, and there are many interpretations to this question, and several people take an idea about it based on their experience, and I'm going to share my idea about it based on my experience in astrology, right? So in this video, first I'm going to take you through the exaltation and debilitation signs of planets, right? And then I am going to reveal to you what happens when a planet is debilitated in the Lagna chart but it is exalted in the Navamsha chart. And in some other video or the next video which I'll record, I'll explain what does it means if a planet is exalted in the Lagna chart but debilitated in the Navamsha chart. Alright, so if you want to know about the secret about what happens when a planet is debilitated in the Lagna chart but exalted in the Navamsha chart, then first you have to subscribe to Purab's Universe, because only if you subscribe to Purab's Universe you will get access to such different content. And after watching this video in its entirety, if you have liked this video, please hit the like button. If you have disliked this video, please hit the dislike button, guys. And show me your genuine reaction. So hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great, and I welcome you back to Purab's Universe. So to cut across and go straight to the point, Sun gets exalted in the sign of Aries and debilitated in the sign of Libra, exactly 180 degree opposite to it. Saturn gets exalted in the sign of Libra and gets debilitated in the sign of Aries, exactly 180 degree opposite to it. And why I am telling exactly 180 degree opposite to it is because it is easier to remember the exaltation and debilitation signs of planets in this way. So Sun exalts in Aries, and in the opposite house, 7th house, Libra, it gets debilitated, and Saturn gets debilitated in Aries and it gets exalted in Libra. Right. Similarly, Moon gets exalted in the sign of Taurus and it gets debilitated in the opposite sign, which is 180 degree exactly opposite to it, in Scorpio. Moon gets debilitated, right? Rahu gets exalted in Gemini. Of course, it also gets exalted in Taurus, right? Different takes on the exaltation sign of Rahu. Some say Rahu does its best in Virgo, but we'll go according to the classics. Rahu gets exalted in the sign of Gemini and Rahu gets debilitated in the sign of Sagittarius, which is opposite to it. Ketu gets exalted in the sign of Sagittarius and it gets debilitated in the sign of Gemini, opposite to it, right? Jupiter gets exalted in the 4th house in the sign of Cancer. Not only the 4th house, whenever Jupiter is placed in the sign of Cancer, it gets exalted. So Jupiter gets exalted in Cancer, and 180 degree opposite to it, Jupiter gets debilitated in Capricorn, and vice versa. Mars gets exalted in Capricorn and Mars gets debilitated in Cancer. Mercury gets exalted in the sign of Virgo and Mercury debilitates in the sign of Pisces. And 180 degree opposite to it, Venus gets exalted in the sign of Pisces and Venus gets debilitated in the sign of Virgo, right? Rahu Ketu I have told, so I think we have covered everything, right? Now the point is, you will see that when you create a horoscope, when you go and show it to an astrologer, they say, oh my god, you have got a debilitated planet in your horoscope, and this planet is weak, this planet is debilitated, and you won't be able to achieve a lot of things in your life based on the significance of that particular planet. So let's say Sun is debilitated in your horoscope. The conventional prediction is that you will never be able to get promotions, you will never be able to go to a high ranking post if you are in government service, you will never be authoritative, you can never become a CEO, a director, a chairman, or hold high authority and high position in life just because the Sun is debilitated in your horoscope. But is it the case what they are saying? Nope. Similarly, let's say Saturn gets debilitated in your horoscope. So the conventional prediction is that you will have problems with people of the lower class, you will not get respect from people, you will not get public support, you will not be able to shine in politics, because Saturn is very important for politics and the support of the lower class people. And so there are certain standard dictums which people say that if Saturn gets debilitated, you will face lack in life in these aspects. If Mars is debilitated, you can never go into defense, you can never go into army, you can not do athletics, you will not have energy, you will not have the drive, you will not have ambition, etc., 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 right? So now there is another adjective to it. Let's say that Sun is debilitated in your horoscope in the sign of Libra, but Sun is exalted in the Navamsha in the sign of Aries. Similarly, let's say Mars is debilitated in your horoscope in the sign of Cancer, and Mars becomes exalted in the Navamsha chart in the sign of Capricorn, right? So now how to understand this tricky placement? First, understand what is Navamsha. Navamsha is not a chart which becomes activated after marriage, or Navamsha is not a chart which is showing you your second half of your life, or it is not conventionally the chart which is showing your future, shows the true position of the planet. Navamsha is a sort of a telescopic view where you can zoom in and see the actual strength of the planet, right? So if the planet is getting debilitated in the Lagna chart, but if it is getting exalted in the Navamsha, that means the foundation is very strong. The planet is actually very powerful, right? And the Navamsha is like a repository of your actions with respect to the significance of that particular planet. And the Lagna chart is a direct manifestation of your action in significance to the recent lifetimes, right? So let's say Saturn is debilitated in the Lagna chart, but Saturn is exalted in the Navamsha. That means if you are doing something wrong in the arena of Saturn, you are hurting people, you are not doing your karma properly or something like that, and Saturn is debilitated in your life, but it is exalted in the Navamsha, that means Saturn is actually strong and you've got a support system which is supporting you, right? Saturn is actually strong in your horoscope, guys. Saturn is well placed in your horoscope because it gets exalted in the Navamsha, right? So in short, what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter if the planet is getting debilitated in the Lagna chart, but if the debilitation is getting cancelled in the Navamsha chart, that is if the planet is placed exalted in the Navamsha chart, or let's say the planet is placed in own sign in the Navamsha chart or in its Mool Trikon sign, that means this particular planet, you have been carrying the blessings of that planet through your past lifetimes, several lifetimes, and you must have wronged something regarding the significance of that particular planet in recent lifetimes, not in the sum total of the 84 lakh yonis that you are born. That's why you have got a strong support system in regard to that planet, and because you have done something wrong, so it has faltered in the Lagna chart. But if the Navamsha is strong, that means your foundation is strong. You don't have to worry much about the debilitation of the planet in the Lagna chart. So planet debilitated in the Lagna chart and exalted in the Navamsha chart means that externally you are appearing to be weak, but internally you are very strong. So a very famous person has told once, and he's a martial artist, and he has said that I'm not afraid of the person who knows 1,000 ways to kick, but I am afraid of the person who has practiced one kick 1,000 times. Find out who said it, and also if you have liked this video, hit the like button. If you have disliked this video, hit the dislike button, but show me your genuine reaction. So this is Purab signing off from Purab's Universe, and also in the next video I will explain what happens when the planet is exalted in the Lagna chart and debilitated in the Navamsha chart, so don't worry about it. This is Purab signing off. Adios, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.